Bahar Niramwalla is joining us now to tell us what to do and what not to do when it comes to using our favorite makeup, skincare, and hair care products. Hey, Bahar, we are more than ready for your guidance. Let's talk about moisturizers.
Okay, so the idea of, let's not, if you have oily skin, forget moisturizer. Or how about, let's not use body lotion as a moisturizer. Skipping it altogether is never a good idea because all skin types actually need some form of moisture. Also, when you use nothing, you might end up creating a rebound effect where your skin actually thinks it's dry and it needs more oil. So if you have oily skin and your skin is creating even more oil, that's not an ideal situation to be. And also, body lotion specifically says body lotion, right? It's meant to moisturize another part of your body, not your face. So my option is, how about trying gel-based moisturizers instead? Because they're actually ideal for oilier skin types. They're water-packed, they have lighter structures than thicker creams, and they give you hydration without a greasy finish. A great option I have here is from Ole Henriksen. It's their Sea Rush Gel Moisturizer. So it's that brightening aspect of vitamin C, which is rich in the formula, and it's going to hydrate for 24 hours or so. And it's a peach tint, so that illuminates your skin if you're not wearing any makeup. And I also personally find that gel-based moisturizers work a little bit better underneath makeup as a primer.
Ooh, good tips there. Okay, let's get into hair care now. Your tip is don't use your hair mask like a conditioner.
Yeah, let's do our masks a favor. Let's not slap them onto soaking wet hair and then rinse them off in 2 seconds in the shower. Go the extra mile with your hair mask. So I'm suggesting shower caps are going to be your friend. And also, if you have a facial steamer at home, I got a really good tip for you. So in terms of application, if you can do a towel dry on your hair so it's damp and not soaking wet, that's better for a mask application. Then popping a shower cap on after you've applied the mask helps to trap the heat from your head in there. And I'm gonna say give it a minimum of 5 minutes to do its magic. Alternatively, if you have a facial steamer, this is where it becomes a magical tool. You can actually use this to help steam that mask to help it better penetrate into your hair shaft. And that's a really good idea to help the mask do its job, which is meant to soften, hydrate the hair, and give it the moisture it needs. I have a great option here from Shea Moisture, and I like this one specifically because it's a lightweight, silicone-free miracle mask. So it has their, obviously, signature fair trade shea butter, but there's also sugar cane extract in there, and it's going to leave your hair weightless, but with that smooth, happy, soft hair. And if you have a beauty checklist, there's no animal testing, no mineral oil, no petrolatum. The list literally goes on and on. So it's there to meet those needs.
Ooh, sounds uber hydrating. I love that. Now, we all know hot tools can be problematic if they're used incorrectly. So you say don't do multiple passes with your flat iron like I did today, or use it on the highest setting like I did today.
Yeah, I'm guilty of all of this as well. The first couple years I had my straightening iron years ago, it was like so exciting, cranking up the heat, getting the smoothest, slickest hair, but reality is too many passes, especially on one spot, you're going to create those pockets of damage, which means you're going to get that crazy breakage. Also, cranking up the heat to the highest setting is a terrible idea, especially if you have fine hair. If you have fragile, dry, curly hair, your hair will break, your hair will be damaged. So instead I'm saying, if you can, opt for an iron that, number one, has varying temperature control so that you can control it on a lower setting. And also steam options. These are great because they're going to be a little bit less damaging and infuse moisture back into the hair, which results in less frizz and also shine. So I have an option here from L'Oreal Professional. It's their Steam Pod 3.0, and it's the limited edition Barbie collaboration, so it's painfully cute and pink. But this is going to give you that 78% less damage than a regular straightening iron, and it has that temperature control. And I personally use the lowest temperature setting, and I go in smaller, slightly slower sections to get that work at that lower temperature setting.
Ooh, okay. Those are really good tips. Next, you're tackling bronzer. So the key is don't use a heavy, glittery bronzer like all over the place.
I think it seems like we should know better, but I'm guilty of having done this many, many times before. But the idea of bronzing is that it's about an overall sun-kissed glow. It's not contouring. That's a completely separate makeup technique. So in this idea, I'm going to say use a gel instead of a powder because you're going to get a more natural finish using a gel. This one from Indeed Labs is their Nano Bronze Bronzing Gel. It has a blurring effect. It has hyaluronic acid, which we love, but it's customizable. So you can actually apply 1 or 2 drops to your moisturizer or your serum or your foundation, and that's going to help you get a little bit more of that sun-kissed glow instead of that really heavy, dark bronzing shade to your skin.
Okay, lastly, and something everyone should be using is sunscreen. So Bahar says don't use expired sunscreen or forget to reapply during the day.
I mean, reality is if your sunscreen's expired, that means 2 very specific things. It's not going to do its job properly because those active ingredients are now going to degrade. And also, if it's expired before you've used it up, you are not wearing enough, you are not wearing it often. It's not sold to us in gigantic tubs. It is sold to us in small tubes. Also, I understand the idea of only putting it on once a day because you don't want to mess up your makeup, but I have options for you. Instead, if you check the expiry date before you buy it, it's going to put a little mental thing where you will recognize that, you'll think about that, and you'll probably use it a little bit more often. And then in terms of application, use a damp beauty sponge to apply and press the sunscreen into your skin. And I have this one from Monat. It's their Sun Veil Broad Spectrum SPF 30. And I brought this because it's lightweight, fast absorbing, and it's a lotion that has hyaluronic acid. So you're less likely to mess your makeup as you are pressing this into your 2nd or 3rd protective layer throughout the day.
Oh, really good. Okay, B, thank you for that. Great beauty lesson there, as always.